I'm a poet who contacted our marketing director, Faye, and I told them I wanted to find a place in the Elastos community, but I really wasn't a techie, and I just started becoming obsessed with blockchain, and I understood there was something about Elastos that was completely different. My question was, how can I get involved? So I started writing for the community, put out weekly content, I do some editing, make sure that their English communications are up to speed so we can build a community in America and the rest of the English-speaking world. I always believed that humanities and technology should be intersected in a really well thought out, organic way. A lot of my pieces combine quotes from poets or philosophers or politicians, and they contextualize what's going on in terms of not just now, but 20 years ago, 20 years from now, and how what we're doing at Elastos really fits in. I try to paint a picture of what we're doing in a way that people can understand and in a way that combines the arts. Don't think that we should isolate Rong Chen, who's just a brilliant, brilliant engineer, to bring in an artistic perspective to what he's doing, because I think what he's doing is art. Since people started putting content online and it started to explode, no one has ever owned what they put online. People that make music have been affected greatly. People that make content like videos, even films, they always use a third-party intermediary. They never own what's being put online. There's no economy for them to make money. And I think that one of the most brutal ironies of this is that we've sort of created a backbone of content creators that everyone uses. Nobody really uses the internet and doesn't at least read articles or watch videos or listen to music. And yet these people are not getting paid. I mean, the profit is going to companies, third-party intermediaries, and I think that the starving artists of the internet, they're getting exposure and it's great, and in some cases they're being paid. But we should have a real peer-to-peer network and an economy where what you put online as an artist or a content creator, you own it from the very beginning. You can determine how many quantities of what you've made are produced, and you can track it as you sell it, and you can create secondary economies and benefit from subsequent sales. You could sell your album in some sort of scarce number, and then when people resell that album, you can actually have a smart contract that allows you to be paid infinite times. You know, you're creating secondary and even further markets for that. So it's really exciting to give artists power on the internet. So that's one thing that excites me personally about Elastos, and I think it's one of their main selling points, is that it's a home for artists among many other types of people. It was my father who told me he bought a Bitcoin for X thousands of dollars, and I had no idea, how that price could be true. Once I started researching, it excited me so much because it's not a technological thing. The ledger goes back thousands of years. So this has nothing to do with technology. It's just human nature, it's society. It's a way to track what happens, and we all agree on it in a way that we can trust the information. It's very simple, that part of it. So I was really obsessed with it. I got into a couple different cryptocurrencies in particular. Eventually, I thought maybe I could help one of these with my skill set, because their model is they will incentivize you to help them build a cyber republic, and you don't have to be a coder. There are many ways you can help. So it's a very inclusive, very inviting, very revolutionary way to get involved. I don't think anyone's doing it quite like Elastos, because what they're doing is so much larger than blockchain. It's really reimagining the internet. Blockchain is just one component of it, that's sort of the icing on the cake. When it's completed, I think this will be a real game changer on the internet.